You know, it's easy as an experienced rider to forget everything you have to learn when you're learning to ride a motorcycle. And one of those things is just getting on and off the thing. So this week we're going to talk about mounting and dismounting a motorcycle, and we'll make this a part of the New Rider series. For all of you new riders out there, go to MCrider.com/newrider, and you'll find videos that are geared specifically for you to help you get this thing figured out in the right way. Hey, welcome to MCrider. If you're new here, my name's Kevin. I'm the host at MCrider. I release a weekly video show every Friday with the goal to help make you a better rider. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button, and if you click on the bell icon, you'll get notifications for every new video that we put out every Friday morning at 8 a.m. So this week on MCrider, we got something good for our brand new riders. How to mount a motorcycle. So the first thing I do when I approach the motorcycle is I reach out with my right hand, I squeeze in that front brake, and then I straighten the handlebars up so that I can get this out of my way when I mount the motorcycle. So I got the front brake squeezed in, throw a leg over, bring the motorcycle up, bring the side stand up, you're ready to go, right? Easy enough. If you're on a heavier motorcycle, and some of our riders who are a little bit shorter, that's a lot of weight to lift up right off the side stand. And if you're a little bit shorter, you don't quite have the leverage in order to lift the motorcycle up, so that makes it feel that much heavier. So one thing you can do in that situation is if you turn the handlebars full to the right, this motorcycle just pretty much lifts itself up off the side stand. I can do it without my hands even being on the handlebars. It makes the motorcycle real easy to bring up off the side stand. When you get ready to get off, you kind of reverse the procedure. You can put the side stand down. I typically will have the handlebars straight, squeeze in that front brake, dismount, and then I'll turn the motorcycle full to the left. The reason why you turn it full to the left is it puts more weight on that side stand and helps keep your bike more secure. So a lot of you guys have a tour pack on the back of your motorcycles. You've got some luggage back here on the back. You noticed a lot of times you bang your foot on that luggage. Something you can do that helps with that, straighten those handlebars up first. If you'll put your knee up here, so I place my knee on the seat, then it's just a pivot. Right? And that keeps my foot from going back like it would there. If I bring my knee up first, then it's just a pivot, and the same technique. Bring the motorcycle up, side stand up. So that's a nice tip for you guys that have luggage, that you're constantly getting footprints or your foot's hitting the luggage in the back. A good technique in order to get the motorcycle upright if you don't have as much leg room on the back side of the motorcycle. So a lot of you guys ride with a passenger. What's the best way to mount and dismount the motorcycle with a passenger? I don't have one handy with me today to help demonstrate this, but you want to put the footrest down for your passenger. Then you'll mount the motorcycle just as you did before, but this time keep it on the side stand. Allow your passenger to step up on this footrest. They'll mount the motorcycle. And now you've got extra weight on the back of the motorcycle because of the passenger. That's where this tip comes in really handy. Use those handlebars to help you lift the weight of the motorcycle and your passenger up off the side stand. Bring your side stand up and you're ready to go. So my moto officer friends are already telling me I'm mounting the motorcycle from the wrong side. I can hear you guys through the screen. So what they do is they mount the motorcycle from the other side, from the side opposite of the side stand. So they'll reach out with their left hand. You can place your right hand. I'm placing mine down here on this crash bar. Place your hand down on the right hand grip. Throw the left leg over, and then you're ready to mount the motorcycle and bring it upright. Now they do this for a few reasons. Here in the US, since we drive on the correct side of the road, they want to mount and dismount the motorcycle from this side so that they're not stepping out into traffic whenever they mount and dismount the motorcycle. And I've also heard that it allows them to have access to their sidearm if necessary. So there's a couple of reasons why they do that. I've got some buddies that ride in those police skills competitions, and that's the way that they mount and dismount the motorcycle. But for me, I'm getting off over on this side. It's much easier, and somebody with short legs is going to have a much easier time mounting and dismounting from the side stand side. You want to see another reason why I mount my motorcycle from that side of the motorcycle? It's because I own a Super Tenere as well. And to mount this thing from this side of the bike is a chore. I can do it. I'll show you I can do it. Make sure I don't get my cord here. But to get that leg up and over is a pain. I would much rather get on that side of the motorcycle. And this is probably why you don't see any moto officers riding a Super Tenere or adventure touring bikes that much, because there's some short cops out there too. And I'd like to see you guys get up on there easier than I did just then. It can be a chore. I know you can use the footrest over there, but on the Super Tenere, it's got a really long side stand. So if I put much weight on that thing, this bike is coming over. So I mount from this side. So what about mounting and dismounting on a taller motorcycle? You know, I'm 5'11", so just short, 1 inch short of 6 foot, man. Just that tall from being able to call myself 6 foot. But I'm 5'11", I can mount the Super Tenere just fine by throwing my leg over. But some shorter riders, and there's actually some taller bikes out there than the Tenere, a technique that you can use, reach over, squeeze that brake in, then you're gonna put your left foot on the foot peg. You'll step up on that, and then it's much easier to get on the motorcycle, bring it upright, side stand up, and you're ready to go. So while we're having this discussion on side stands, I thought we'd talk about center stands as well. Tenere's got a center stand, and that's a nice feature to have on a bike. Makes it handy when you're cleaning one up to be able to get it straightened up so you can reach both sides a little easier. So to get the bike up on the center stand, I find it's easier to do it with the bike in neutral. So I put the bike in neutral. You want to straighten the handlebars up, and then the center stand has this little place where you can step down on. If you step down on it and begin to apply some weight, see, I've got some weight on that stand right there. Motorcycle's gonna balance itself at that point. And then all that's left for you to do is you're gonna use that like a step. And you step right down on that, just like you were climbing the stairs, and the motorcycle will lift itself up on the center stand. You don't wanna try to muscle the bike up, because you're not gonna be able to lift the motorcycle up. Just use that as a step and use your body weight to lift the motorcycle up. To bring it down, you have to remember the bike's in neutral, but to bring it down, I grab the handlebar and this bar back here. I just rock the motorcycle forward. It's gonna roll forward a little bit, bring it back down on the side stand. You wanna make sure you have that side stand down first before you bring it off the center stand. So if you got any other ideas or suggestions on mounting and dismounting motorcycle, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you guys as well. For our patrons out there, people that support us on MCrider, I want to let you guys know what's going on. The field guide very soon will be tied to your Patreon account. So you'll use your Patreon username and password in order to access the field guide. So you won't have to find that post anymore that's got the password on it. You'll use the same username and password for Patreon to get into the field guide. In addition to that, we're getting ready to have forums on MCrider because communication is difficult. It's easy for me to communicate with you guys once a week, but you guys reaching me can be difficult. You leave comments, but man, they can get lost in the thousands of comments that are starting to come in. I get comments on Facebook, I get emails directly, I get comments on YouTube. you guys are reaching out to me in all kinds of different ways, and it's hard for me to keep track of it. So for our patrons, we're going to have a forum, and you can go on there, you can ask questions directly, and myself and hopefully some other writer coaches soon will have access to answer your questions, and you'll get professional opinions from people who teach this for a living to help get you guys on your way. In addition to that, if you've just thought of a question, because it's in the forum format, you can go on there and soon you'll be able to search and you'll be able to find answers to many common questions rather than having to repeat it over and over. So something new coming for patrons, and I'm really excited about that. Hopefully we'll have that ready to launch within the next few weeks, and it'll give added value for you guys that support us on Patreon. If you're interested in supporting, go to MCrider.com/support, and you can learn how to get access to the field guide and our forum set up very soon to give you guys a better way to communicate with me, but ultimately give me a better way to communicate back to you as well. So till next week, guys, this is Kevin with MCrider, and we'll see you on the road.